Lawyer, retired police boss, urged security agencies to arrest and question Asari Dokubo immediately. Yeah, the guy has spilled so many things beyond him as a civilian. And the guy is parading with a personality that is not his. That is the truth. I don't know who approved that entourage with ammunition, a civilian like him. Who did that? The military need to do something about this guy because he's beginning to feel what he is not. Exactly. So now I think there's a call for his arrest right away because he needs to be stripped of that power that he's using for his selfish interest. The National Legal Advisor of the Association of Police Retirees under the Contributory Pension Scheme, Ufim Obeten, DSP retired, and retired Superintendent of Police Iwara Abiang Enang have called on the different security agencies in Nigeria to arrest and question Asari Dokubo on Niger Delta militant leader. A Niger Delta militant leader over his reported continual insightful statements. Okay, both were guests at Let's Talk Nigeria, a flagship sparkling FM radio morning discussion program in Calabar across River State. The retired security personnel urged the federal government to call Dokubo to order immediately and investigate his claims that top military men, particularly the Navy, are neck deep in bunkering and oil thefts, and that his army is responsible for securing some parts of the country and not the Nigerian army. Yes. They also referred to the trending video on social media where he is seen with arms disparaging the Igbos as slaves and dismissing the capacity of Nigeria's security strength. He has been making inciting public statements. These statements are outrageous and have the capacity to cause disaffection and public anger. That Dokubo is making these hurtful statements and parading with arms calls for a very urgent action by security agencies so that it can be a deterrent to others and so that other young men do not think they can behave similarly and go scot-free, SP Enak said. Obeten also insisted that Dokubo's alleged statement against the Igbos in the trending video on social media where he referred to them as slaves be investigated. Exactly. He said the militant leader's statement and allegations should not be waved aside, maintaining that such impunity against the state must be well handled. Phone-in callers also condemned the impunity with which the militant leader disparaged the Igbos and his comment about controlling security network in the country. Okay, so the fact remains that this guy should be arrested. Who is he? Who approved arms for him? It's because it's a failed system. It's a government of bigotry, government of nepotism, government of sentiment, government of just name it. If not, who is Asari Dokubo, a renowned militant who made his money through bunkering and through nefarious or various notorious activities in the Niger Delta Creek area and water area, is now coming to talk. Okay, this is crime legalized. This is unpatriotism legalized. This is, I don't know which words I use to qualify the behavior of Asari Dokubo. Okay, who is Asari Dokubo to call Igbo slaves? Who is he? Where did he come from? Okay, why he had been making insightful statements against the Igbos for a very long time and against the person of Peter Obi. Can he step his two legs where Peter Obi has been today, or the level Peter Obi has gotten to in life? If not that he got his money through militancy, bunkering, and all forms of insecurity activities in Niger Delta. It was Asari Dokubo that introduced kidnapping in Niger Delta, when he started by kidnapping oil workers for ransom, all in the name of fighting for resource control. This guy grew up and now they approved personal security outfit with ammunition, state-of-the-art ammunition that should be in the military armory. They are in the hands of a civilian approved. So who did that and why? All of this need to be investigated and reversed. Okay, and not just disparaging himself and denigrating the Igbos. He has gone as far as saying that he himself and his men are providing security for Nigeria, and that the expressway between Abuja and Kaduna, that his men are providing security there. His men are fighting the insurgency in the southeast. Who is he? What is he looking for? What is giving him the impetus to make all those statements? I think he has said more than what he is. He has said more than he can bear. And it has gotten to a level of impersonation now. It has gotten to a level of so many things. And again, denigrating the Nigerian military. Who is he? Can he stand the military? Who told him that he's more armed and more prepared to handle insecurity than the military? Okay, I think the new service chiefs should do something fast about this. Call him to order, look, investigate him, and dispossess him of everything, all those ammunition he has, and put him to where he belongs. Because this guy is a disgrace to the South, disgrace to the Ijaw people, and a disgrace to the entire Nigerian state. He is not matured. He talks without resentment. He talks without reservation. He doesn't control his tongue. He talks without reasoning. And this kind of person is gaining power because Tinubu is in power. So is he the kind of people Tinubu want to work with in Nigeria as a president? Is he the kind of people Tinubu want to relate with? Because that is getting clearer that in this Tinubu's administration, people who are indicted or who are supposed to be indicted for one crime or the other are going to come out with impunity to become government personnel, either directly or indirectly, either officially or unofficially. And that is going to be very bad if this is the kind of people Tinubu is going to bring to limelight in his administration. Okay, it's going to be very, very terrible, and it's going to be very, very bad for his administration, because this is actually not acceptable. There are a few comments here. Somebody say they will not arrest him because he included Igbos in his statement. That is the only reason why they will not arrest him. Yes, anything that disparages the Igbo, this government will like it. So they will not arrest him because he has spread the propaganda and lie against the Igbos to denigrate the Igbos. Igbos are really bad people, Can you imagine? Now this somebody is already agreeing with that. More reason you should let Biafra be so that the bad people will go. They will not. They will not let the Biafra go his own way so that they can have their way and let them rule themselves. They will not allow them. Mr. Retired Police Boss, what has he, Asari Dokubo, done that warrants his arrest, please? Can you imagine? Someone was expressing himself about the happening in Niger Delta. Instead of you to support him and get these bad eggs out of system. Who is Asari Dokubo himself not a bad egg? And what has that got to do with the Igbos? And talking with the coat of arms behind him, who gave him access to that whole room where he made that statement as if he was talking to a Nigerian state as a president or as a government functionary. That is crazy. And somebody has cautioned this commentator, said, read between the lines so that you can understand their plight. The retired police only requested federal government to investigate the claims of Bonkre and to arrest Dokubo for hate speech and wielding AK-47 weapon at hand, and yet nothing happens. Exactly. Asari Dokubo, nonsense is truly beating more than he can chew, and that is true. They will pick him. He deserves to be arrested and face disciplinary action. There must be respect for the rule of law. Okay. So somebody say, is it possible to arrest someone who went to pay allegiance to the president few days a week ago? This is someone who almost go below during OBJ regime. OBJ government almost snuffed him out. Exactly. Tinubu cannot call him to order as he thrives in associating with touts. A militant like Asari Dokubo sitting in the press gallery of Aso Rock addressing journalists and accusing Nigerian Army and Navy of oil bunkering, which Nigerian president will allow it. Exactly. So this is the kind of president we have, who probably does not know his responsibility and wants to be a president. Buhari will not allow this. Obasanjo will not allow this. Cannot. Who are you? Eh? Somebody say you are right, my brother. It is only Tinubu that can do that. Asari was APC before now, so he never visited Aso Villa during Buhari regime. This is purely government of the thugs, by the thugs and for the thugs. MC Olomo will soon storm Abuja for his appointment letter as well. Up Nigeria for you. Exactly. So the team, they pay you. So is it right? Okay. What Tinubu is doing, is he right? Does he understand the implication of what he has done with Asari Dokubo? Just like somebody rightly said here, because he disparaging the Igbos, he will not be arrested, he will not be prosecuted, he will not be investigated. And that's why he said that Tinubu is his father. Okay, so Tinubu will shield and protect him. Okay, I wish all of you good luck. Quite unfortunate. This can only happen in Nigeria, not elsewhere.